Hey friends, this is Kaylee McLaughlin with Hot Off the Desk Teaching Blog, and I just wanted to show you guys another tool that I created to teach my kids about division with a two-digit divisor. So we've already gone over our one-digit divisor and we've used some manipulatives with that, and so I just wanted to show you guys another way to show kids how to divide with bigger divisors, two-digit divisors with manipulatives. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to start with a number 254 divided by 12. So I'm just going to go ahead and write that, and as you can see that there is vocabulary here that will help cement what these terms mean. Okay, so my divisor is going to be 12 and my dividend is going to be 254. And the first thing that I'm going to do is figure out how many groups am I creating. Okay, so I'm going to look at my dividend and determine how many manipulatives I will need. So with the dividend of 254, I'm going to need 2 hundredths. Okay, and then I'm going to need 5 tens blocks. Now on this paper, I would laminate this paper, use expo markers and have them draw it, and I would introduce it with actual manipulatives. And you can use the actual manipulatives, but this paper really truly is just big enough for them to draw it on. So I'm just going to model it with these paper manipulatives. So I have 200 and then 50. And then I need 4 ones blocks. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so the same way that I would show them with a one-digit divisor is the same way that I'm going to teach them with this. I'm just going to show them an easier way to make groups, because if my divisor is 12, it may be easy for me to make 12 groups, but as my divisor gets bigger and say I have 254 divided by 37, I'm not going to spend all my time creating 37 groups and drawing 37 groups out. The whole point is to get the kids to understand that division is just really a way of creating equal groups. So moving on, we've got 254, and the easiest way to show kids how to create equal groups out of this, okay, is to take a tens block, okay, and turn it sideways. Because from each flat, I have groups of 10. So technically, I have 10 groups of 10 in each flat. When I take my long and I put it next to my flat, I now have 11 groups of 10 because I can count 11 in each column. Well, I don't need 11 groups of 10. I need 12. So I'm going to take another long and I'm going to turn it this way. Now I have groups of 12 and I have 10 groups of 12. Well, if you see, I still have 3 longs left and 100. So it looks like I can do the same thing with 2 more longs. So right now I'm working at, I've got 12 in each group. Okay, but I have 10 groups of 12 here, I have 10 groups of 12 here, and I have 1 10 left over with 4 ones. Well, it looks like I can create one more group of 12. So I'm going to put these right here so I can show and model that one group of 12. But I have 2 left over. I can't create anything out of the 2 that's left over. So what my model tells me, I've got 10 plus 10, which is 20, plus another group of 12, which is 21. And then I have 2 left over. So it looks like I have 21 remainder 2. Well, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to work 21 with a remainder of 2 out up here so that my kids can see that it's equivalent. So 12, I can't create any groups of 12 out of 2. Out of these 200 blocks, I can't get 12. Okay, so out of 25, I can get 2 groups of 12, which would be 24. When I subtract and bring down this 4, I now have to figure out how many groups of 12 can I create out of 14. Well, I can really just create 1, which gives me 12. When I subtract, I have a remainder 2. Well, that's exactly what we said here with our blocks. We have 10 plus 10 plus another one, which is 21, with a remainder of 2. So that's exactly what we did. Now, really, what I'd use this mat for, once we played with the actual manipulatives in the classroom, or my paper manipulatives if you don't have regular blocks, I would use this sheet, like I said, to laminate it and have the kids draw. So I would start with my 200. $54. Literally, that's all I have. And they need to know that in each hundreds block, there's 10 rows and 10 columns. So that's what I'm starting with. And each 10 is worth 10 cubes. So over here where it says, look at your divisor, how many groups we need to create, this is where I'm going to go ahead and manipulate these blocks over here. So out of my 100 block, and then I take this, I'll go ahead and cross that off because I used it. And I'm going to go ahead and cross this one off and draw it here. So I know that I now have added a row. And I'll draw this one over here so I know that I've added a row. So I know now that I have groups of 12 because 10 plus 1 plus 1 is 12. So I have 10 groups of 12, especially you can have them kind of draw like here's 1 group and 2, all the way to get to 10 if you'd like. But go ahead and have them model it over here using the 10s that they have. Again, so that they know they've got another 10 more groups of 12. And then we've got 1 long with the 2 ones, and I just have the 2 little 1s cubes left over. So this is just one way to show your kids how to divide with a double-digit divisor. If you would like some more resources, go ahead and hop on to Teachers Pay Teachers, check out Hot Off the Desk. You can check out my teaching blog at hotoffthedesk.com, or follow my Facebook page at Hot Off the Desk. Please leave some comments, subscribe to my channel. Feel free to send your teaching ideas because I'd love to hear ways that you teach your kids how to divide. Thanks. Bye.